Talking about goals.
Hello, friends. Welcome back
Hey!
to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. I honestly cannot believe it's Wednesday already.
I know, it's crazy. This week is going nuts.
I know, it's so nuts. Even yesterday, I was like, how is it 2 o'clock now? How is it 3 o'clock now? But that's what happens when you're having fun. As you guys are coming on, go on ahead and leave us some 777s in the comments, or you can drop your favorite emojis, something like that. We also have Maggie Bell here with us again. She decided to join the live stream.
She's asking for pistachios because I'm done my 5-day juice fast.
Yep.
So I still have like three more juices I'm going to do today, so I'm going to have a salad today. But Madison kindly brought me some pistachios.
We love pistachios.
So I'm nibbling on some pistachios.
But Maggie Bell, she got to my shells earlier. I was like, you know, cracking them, putting the shells in a bowl.
She ate them out of the bowl.
I left for 10 seconds. The bowl was way up on the table. She jumped up and ate like a huge handful of.
So much like a kid, guys. You turn your back for a second. It's crazy. All right. So what are we doing today? We're talking about selling your services.
Yes.
Using video.
Yes. As you can tell by the title / description, over the next week, we're going to be sharing different business strategies to help you grow your personal brand or business. And today we're going to talk about how you can sell your services online with the power of video. Video. Now, I'm actually excited for this because...
And it just so happens that I run a video company.
There we go. It was meant to be. I feel like a lot of people tend to overcomplicate this. Would you agree?
Well, the answer is we overcomplicate many things in our lives.
But I really feel like people overcomplicate and overthink selling their products or services online or pitching themselves.
Overthink it too much to debilitating, I think that's the word, effects where you don't take action on anything.
Yes, that's kind of what I'm getting at. I feel like a lot of times we allow like the overwhelm or our overthinking to cloud our judgment or have us not take action on the things we know we should be taking action on.
That'd be the last one, guys, right there.
But honestly, as I'm going to walk you through this today, it's a lot easier to sell on social media, sell online using video than you probably think it is. And today I'm going to share with you pretty much 2 steps for how you sell your services or products online. And then each of these steps have 2 bullet points. So pretty much it's really easy. I'm going to pack it all up and tie it with a bow for you.
Oh,
and ship it your way.
Is it a red bow? All right, grab a piece of paper and a pencil.
Yep. Or
a pen, whatever you like to use. And we're going to dive into this. It's going to be just content only. We're just going to share with you. Let's sell some services, guys.
Yes.
Come on.
So first off, before we get into this, I need you to remember or write on your piece of paper, #generosity.
No. Put it in the chat box.
Oh, okay. Put it in the chat box. Drop a comment. I'll do it
put it in there. #generosity.
Making sure I spelled that right. Okay.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, it is. Yep. So hashtag.
Hold on.
That is how you spell it.
Generosity.
Look at me go. It's like I graduated school.
I graduated school. Okay.
Yes. So #generosity, because first and foremost, you guys probably know that when you're online, it is so important to give value, to give more than what your friends, followers, audience would expect from a brand, a business, or company, or even just from yourself. So first and foremost, remember generosity in the forefront of your mind. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a key component to everything that I've always done. I don't know everything we're going to be going over here yet, but I truly believe in this. I believe that we live in a society that is take, and
me.
Yeah. And it's more now than ever. The more value you can provide in the marketplace by sharing real content on a consistent basis. That's why I tell you guys all the time to be doing email marketing to the local businesses. Be sharing with them the information that you know, as we talked about yesterday. You guys are the experts. You know stuff that these small business owners don't know. So share that content with them. Madison was sharing with you how creating the blog post and utilizing that as not your number one outlet because blogs aren't as popular as they used to be, but as a resource to build credibility in your marketplace as well. Mm-hmm. So be creating those blog posts. And as she shared with you yesterday, putting it out as a story, which
Yeah.
is a new marketing thing that we all can do, and provide that content on a consistent basis, you instantly become the expert. Instantly, to anybody that's reading or looking at that content, they see you as the expert.
Exactly. And that actually leads perfectly into step number 1 onto how you sell your services online is first and foremost.
We didn't even plan that.
Is first and foremost to create your authority, establish your authority, even from the very beginning. If you think of like your business and your career as a mountaintop, eventually one day you'll reach the top, kind of like your big goal that you've had for building a business or being an entrepreneur. But like, even for me right now, I'm like way at the bottom. Like, I'm just starting to climb up. But even though I'm at the very bottom of my mountain right now, I still need to start creating my authority and then establishing myself as the expert right now.
And that actually comes from you first and foremost believing you are the authority.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, guys. You need to accept that reality of wherever you're at, a week into this, a month into this, 3 months, 6 months, a year, a couple years into this, however long you've been at this, you've learned things that these small business owners do not know. Mm-hmm. They don't know, and they'll never learn this stuff. They'll go to a class or whatever, and then they'll come back and they won't be able to implement it, whatever. And what is she
Mackie
doing?
Bell's going crazy.
So establishing yourself as the authority is easy to say on our end, but the reality of it is you have to do it, but you have to believe in yourself enough to go ahead and set that standard that, you know what, I am the authority.
Yeah.
Because you are in your local market. Doesn't matter if there's a marketing agency that's been around for 25 years and the guy's known at every BNI event, every chamber event, all this good stuff. Doesn't matter. He might be an authority in your marketplace, but you are an authority as well in that marketplace with the way you word things. Because I look at myself right now as an equal to Anthony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, all those guys. I look at myself like that. I do. We all say the same thing. They're at a higher level, extremely higher level than I am. Of course they are, no question about it. Yet I see myself at that level. I see myself as an authority right now at that level, and that's what's going to take me to that level. So and if I don't believe that, if I don't chew on that every single day, that what they're saying,
especially if you don't believe it for yourself, no one else is going to buy it.
No, exactly. They just, so you have to do exactly what Madison's saying. Step into that authority role. But you got to believe in that right now. So put that in there, guys. Put authority into the chat box.
Yeah. And I also feel like in today's society, everyone feels like I have to wait to establish myself as this authority or this credibility until I have 500,000 followers on Instagram, or my Facebook page has this many likes, or my email list has this many subscribers, or whatever. But in complete honesty, if you don't establish yourself now, you aren't going to feel qualified when you have that many people following you. Or
that's such a good point. I shared with you guys. Sorry for jumping on you there, but that's a great point. Mm-hmm. I shared with the coaching group I'm going with right now how in my early 18, 19, 20, in my early 20s, that one of my negative thoughts used to go through my brain all the time, guys, is I'm too young. I'm too young to be successful.
And I'm there with him. Like, sometimes right now, I feel like no one's going to listen to me. Like, I'm too young to be doing this, whatever. But then I'm just like, so this is such a lie. Like, I can do this.
You can't, in today's environment, it's easier than ever. I mean, you're already establishing yourself as an authority, but don't continue to work on that, because I'm telling you, I mean, all through my early 20s, I dealt with that so much. Mm-hmm. It's such a hindrance for me.
But maybe for you guys, it's like, you're too young. You're too old. You don't have enough money. You don't have
enough followers. I don't have a big enough email list.
Exactly. Maybe.
I don't know how to create the amazing videos I see online.
But honestly, the internet has opened so many opportunities and floodgates for everyone, regardless of your age or any of those different circumstances.
The floodgates?
So, yes, the floodgates. So, yeah, definitely. You want to start by creating your authority, establishing yourself as an authority figure in your market. And you can do this in two specific ways. The first one is through providing educational content. Because if you are establishing yourself as this authority figure, as this expert, of course, first and foremost, I tell a lot of my friends and audience on social media all the time, you have to be working on yourself behind the scenes if you want something to show on the highlight reel. So if you actually want to put yourself out there as this authority figure, as this credible person in your industry, you have to be doing the work behind the scenes in order to I guess, be able to say that about yourself. Like for example, I can't call myself a life coach if I'm not actually coaching myself in my own life behind the scenes.
So let's give me an example, because you've been saying over the past like 30 or 45 days, what all have you dove into as far as feeding yourself?
For like coaching myself?
Yeah.
So daily, like in the morning, I have a very rigorous, intentional morning routine of reading personal development books. I watch these 3 very specific videos. I have different like devotion time. I have my goal and gratitude journaling. And so I always start my morning in a very intentional way of coaching myself. But then also throughout the day with the work I'm doing, I'm really big on like writing out what I do for the day. Like, this is my list for today. And because of that, it's like throughout the day, I'm also really being intentional and coaching myself to get these things done, because it helps to, whoa, lost the words. Totally sorry. It helps me to build the momentum for, where I want to go with coaching. That's where I was going.
Now, but more than that, you've also been going through courses and training more.
Yes, yeah.
Which a lot of these guys do as well. They jump on webinars.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a huge fan of courses. I've gone through 2 different business courses just this month, so it's pretty awesome. One with Jenna Kutcher, and then I'm going through Vanessa Lau, however you say her last name. So right now I'm learning from both of them. So definitely you want to be providing educational content. So this could be in the form of tutorials, but going back to what I was saying of like you're working on yourself behind the scenes. It's so when you're on the highlight reel, when you're on social media, when you're on the videos, you can be providing this educational content because you know what you're talking about, because you've been studying behind the scenes, because you've been training yourself in order to preach this off.
Okay, she wants to get that bird.
Oh, Maggie Bell. Maggie sees a bird and she wants to attack it. So yeah.
And Maggie Bell finally found DropMock the other day, and she was she was a little bit hungry.
So yeah, establish your authority through educational content online, and especially with video, you can provide everything you're learning behind the scenes and then feed it into other people's minds, because we are in the information age. Everyone wants to know what other people know. Everyone wants to value and up their skills and their mindset, their game, their life. And so if you're able to provide educational content and share your information with them, you're on the right track.
And one of the things that starts to go through your brain is, well, I don't really know a lot yet. I'm still learning. No, you have to stop thinking like that. You really do. Mm-hmm. You have inside of you right now, inside of your mind, you have things that you can teach.
Maggie.
Things that you can teach that you may not consider yourself an expert on, but I'm telling you, if you were to educate a business on that, mm-hmm. whether it's email marketing, video marketing, social marketing, Facebook ads, whatever it is that you've been learning, how to create a WordPress blog, how to set up a WordPress blog, any of that stuff that I'm telling you, be confident in it and share that content out there as educational.
Right. And then another way you can create your authority online is also through thought leadership. And this is something
what is that?
I haven't really done this too much. So you guys let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. So thought leadership is pretty much, let's say this new statistic or this new, I guess, bit of news comes out in your real estate industry that real estate is going to be dead by 2050. This is like totally made up, okay? So if that article came out and there was this big news alert and it was like blowing up the internet, blowing up your industry, thought leadership is about you putting out your own, I guess, comments or your thoughts about that topic in your industry. And so this can be kind of like a difficult area for business to get into, because there are some conversations you might not want to put your business or brand in the middle of that type of conversation. But thought leadership could be another way where you go on ahead and share your advice and your thoughts on certain things in your industry.
That's a really interesting one. I see a lot of conversations going on that I'd love to jump into and throw my 2 cents in, but I always stay out. And it may be wrong. Maybe I need to take this step or something, but there are a few that I step into and I just say it from my heart, and it's accepted because people know me. But to step in an arena, that's a scary one. It's definitely a scary one, because you're putting out your opinion and people can come back at you and say, "You stinking Schmuckenheimer! How dare you say something like that?" So that's a scary one, and it's one that I guess I'm dealing with right now because I do dip my foot in very seldom on specific conversations, but most of the time I say I'm just not going to get in there because I guess I have a little bit of a fear of the backlash that the schmucks out there online.
But if you are completely confident and extroverted, maybe that is a great way for you to continue to create your authority online.
Yeah, there's some guys out there that have no issue whatsoever of just sharing their, like Chris Hitman is one that I totally respect this dude in the IM space. He calls people out and he'll jump in on conversations and tell you, look, that's not right, man.
I'm going to tell you how it is.
I'm going to tell you the reality. It's pretty cool.
And then step number 2 on how you can sell your services.
I actually contacted him the other day and said, hey, man, will you do an interview with me? Because I need this guy to come on. I met him in Portugal. When I was in Portugal, I met him down there. And I was so shocked. He's a cool dude. But I
haven't met him yet.
No. But I said, hey, man, let's do an interview because I really want to pick your brain in front of people. And so we're going to do that.
Cool. And then step number 2 on how you can how you can sell your services online with video is to constantly be providing call to actions. And this is specific for when you're selling your services with video. So if you're on live streams, IGTV, Insta stories, YouTube. So whatever it is, you want to be providing call to actions. Okay. And this can be in one of 2 ways. What if I'm on
Snapchat?
I guess you could do Snapchat too. Surprisingly, I'm like in the game range of people who use Snapchat and I don't use it. Like I just never really cared to. So I don't know too much about that.
Do you remember that first Snapchat that I did with you?
Yes, and Gene Volpe commented on it or something.
That was a long time ago.
I remember. Okay, so providing call to actions.
I was at the old house.
Yeah, that was. And I had like this weird braid. I was like so young. Anyway, that was when
I don't use it either.
When I was a lot younger, my face used to be so much like wider. Now it's like finally like narrowed out, but I'm serious. I had like really big German cheeks when I was younger, and that photo especially, like if I look back on it, it was like, wow, I have grown up. Anyway, so providing call to actions. First step with this is client acquisition and client details. So if you
acquisition,
someone type that in the comments. So when you're on a video, you're going to want to provide a phone number, an email, some way that they can a link, some way that people can contact you if they're interested in a product or a specific service that you were talking about in your video. You could even offer with call to action. You could say, direct message me if you would like direct message me if you would like a free consultation, a free t-shirt, a free 101 call, a free something. You can offer them something, but make sure that it makes them take action, either direct messaging you or send me an email, drop a comment on my latest post. You want to do client acquisition, but you want to provide the call to action to make them do something for that acquisition. So that's kind of step number 1. And then step number 2.
Well, let me see, on the direct messaging is where you potentially would want to go ahead and set up a chat bot as well. Just sidebar, but that's one of the...
I have that on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're saying to do a
I don't think you can on Instagram. I don't think you can.
I think the chat bots are just Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely have that on Facebook Messenger. And that helps because your ratings can like fluctuate. Like if you don't answer someone who has sent you a Facebook message at a specific time, then it like takes your rating down or something. But if you want to keep your engagement rates high, if you have that bot set up, it keeps that at like 100%, 90%, whatever you're at. And then another thing.
My hat is black.
Oh, a blue hat and purple shirt. Oh, actually, this is a black hat. I think it's a pretty good outfit today.
It's a great outfit. Yeah. They bashed me. I did an outfit the other day. What was I wearing?
Oh, so bad. He was wearing like blue shorts with a blue shirt or something like that, and they were the wrong colored blues together. It was so bad. I was like, who dressed you this morning?
I was trying to do a fashion statement to start a new trend.
Oh, it was bad, you guys. And then the last little thing I'd like to mention here is with the email list.
This, I'm going to jump all over this. Go ahead.
Yes. So I just finished like a business course like I was talking to you guys about. And now I'm like all over this email list thing because I don't know if you guys remember, but just a couple of weeks ago, like Facebook, Instagram, and something else shut down for a couple of minutes. Like everything just went offline, turned off. And it was kind of a wake up call for a lot of like entrepreneurs and content creators that, oh my gosh, Facebook or Instagram, like, yeah, these things could disappear at any time. And so I want to go on ahead and keep contact with my audience, keep contact with the people who really love what I'm doing online. And so you need an email list. And so somehow, some way with the call to actions, you want to grow your email list. In fact, for me right now, I just created this online 5-day controlled chaos challenge. And it's all about resetting where they're at, specifically young women, girls, like being able to take care of things behind the scenes. And so it's this 5-day challenge, and they can take it, or I'll send them this like ebook, this free challenge, completely free in exchange for their email.
Yeah, and so what we're doing, guys, just so everybody's aware, so what we're teaching right now is stuff we implement. So, and I need to talk to you about this. We're going to talk right now. What is that? Thoi fam from Vietnam, what's going on? And Shuman, what's going on? John, how are you, sir? So I need to know what account you want me to run the ad from. Is it Madyson Greene coaching?
Do the coaching.
Okay, I need to. I don't think I'm an admin of that one. I need to become an admin of that one to run the ad. So what we're doing, guys, is what she's talking about right now is we're going to be running some Facebook ads to specific searching that we're just specific interests that we're searching right now for her. As a beta test to prove what we're talking about here. So she wants to build her email list. We're going to do it through running some Facebook ads.
About my controlled chaos challenge.
Yeah, and so we're actually, what she's teaching right now is what we're implementing. It's these strategies work, guys. So I believe, and it's not just creating email lists. It's, for example, the past couple of days, you've been sending out amazing content and emails to text, video, and DropMock. Not only do you need to generate the list, but you got to communicate with that list ongoing. And your customers, the businesses, they have email lists and they're afraid to email them. They need to be communicating with their customers via email.
Absolutely. So you guys, those are just the 2 main steps on how you can sell your services online is, again, establishing your authority through educational content and thought leadership, and by providing call to actions in every single video, whether that's through providing a phone number, an email, telling them to direct message you, offering something free like a free consultation or call in exchange for them reaching out to you, and also by growing your email list. So providing that like free value and that free generosity that we were talking about earlier.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
That thing's flopping around in front of my eyes. What the heck?
So yeah, by growing your email list and offering value and free things to your audience in exchange for their email.
Well, thank you, Anshuman. Just relaxing after office. It's 9 p.m. in India. Perfect. Yeah, I was just talking to one of my programming friends in India. He's in Mansoor. No. He's not Mansoor anymore. He's in Indore. He's in Indore now.
Indore, India.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us for another live stream. I hope some of these steps and these tips and tricks were very helpful for you. That way you can...
Tricks? Are you teaching tricks?
That way you can continue to grow your personal brand or business online with the power of video.
The power of video. So thank you guys very much.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to continue to do more and more content, so stay tuned. We're right now doing ambush training where we just come on and ambush you with some training so the content's out there. But we'll eventually start scheduling this stuff in so you guys can get it on your calendars to join us. So thank you guys very much, and we'll see you soon.
Bye. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.